Okay, welcome back. This is another video where I'm going to share more information about our organization to you and the Fin People Investment Club in general. Now, understand that we process a huge amount of data to maximize returns and to minimize risk using deep learning algorithms that learn from the data of the crises over the last 100 years. The point is, deep learning is beyond human potential. As I said again in our previous videos, my education is in psychology. I'm not a coder. However, what you see here is a diagram intending to explain the process of the deep learning algorithm. Seems fairly complicated, yeah? This diagrams continue where you see the daily stocks data, the I know first system, as well as the reporting module. Um, and then, as you can see, there's the world's fastest accelerator for data analytics and scientific computing. Anyone who's in the know would know that analytics is the future. Analytics on this, analytics on that. I mean, in American football, for example, there's analytics. Some teams use analytics on what the next play for the opponent's going to be based on their history and their seasons and things like that. I love sports, so a lot of what I do and say, most people love sports. I can relate it to some kind of sporting activity. There's analytics in that. Okay, so if you're talking about finance, you better believe there's a significant amount of analytics based on the history of the stock market. Now, we work very closely with two of the best financial firms utilizing artificial intelligence to analyze models and to predict stock market behavior. The AI algorithm incorporates elements of artificial neural networks as well as genetic algorithms to model and predict the flow of money between markets and more than 10,000 assets. Okay? Now, it simply doesn't get any easier than this for you. Okay, I do all the work for you, reassuring and rejecting the possibilities of signals in a manual mode, so you at the end will enjoy a high profitability signal. Okay, my decisions cover the assets that may be affected by the coronavirus. So what I'm looking for is a high probability, a high predictability in an asset or asset class that will be directly influenced by the coronavirus. The biggest financial exposures, for example, that including assets such as gold and relevant commodities, we went over that in the previous video. The rare earth metals, precious metals, gold being the grandfather of all of them, as well as biotech company stocks, pharmaceutical company stocks that we also expressed the ability to predict in the previous video, as well as semiconductors and technological sector stocks. Okay, and there's more. There's also, we didn't even get into forex and currencies as well as stocks. Now, prior to this career, I worked as a fund manager. I still do, actually, and believe me, I've seen hundreds of good opportunities over the years. Okay, as I said earlier, I've already made my million by taking advantage of some of them. Okay, now I want to bring this fantastic opportunity to as many people as possible. The reason being is because retail traders, retail investors, we really need to stick together. Okay, there's an acronym called TEAM. Team together, everyone achieves more, and that's exactly what we're looking to achieve here for the retail trader, as we don't have the same advantages as the institutions do. Okay, meaning that we will trade against J.P. Morgan, we will trade against Goldman Sachs, we will trade against Morgan Stanley. You name it, we will trade against them. And the benefit of having leverage, okay, and the benefit of trading with CFDs is that we're able to maximize, and it's called an asymmetrical investment. We can have significant upside potential versus a minimal risk. Okay, when you're on CFD platforms, your money is multiplied, but you can never lose more than you put on. Okay. Now, again, warning, 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 and be careful about this, because as well as when it comes to fund management, I am an algorithmic trader. I liked algorithms prior to being with Fin People. Okay, I was an algorithmic trader, and it's only through Fin People that I had the ability to get into the artificial intelligence side of things, which is necessary. Generally, that's for the major banks and the institutions, as I said, or private entities or private individuals that have institution-like money. They can afford the $3 to $5 to $10 million AI necessary to predict market activity. But be careful of robot use, okay? Be careful. They can waste your money one day. Now, we don't offer any algo trading systems as the market behavior, as it stands now, is not suitable for trading robots these days. The most suitable robot you're going to find is one looking for an extended trend. At the moment, if you just turn on the television, although the market in general has recovered from the bottom that we saw it at, with the second and third waves, we very well may revisit these bottoms. Okay, so you should remember that we send you predicted signals with a precise entry and exit point, a controlled profit based on your balance on your trading account. Do not try to use all possibilities that arise during a crisis. Don't try to do that either. Okay. Now, one thing about the market that everybody needs to be clear is that the market is not your friend. Okay. Yes, the market has made more millionaires than any other sector in the world, but it's also made a lot of folks broke. And you heard about the stories on Wall Street about people jumping off of very high buildings. So be very careful, okay? None of the upsell tactics Wall Street wants you to believe go hand in hand with the stock market, because these come from institutions, not retail traders or individuals like ourselves. Now, while you may hear about the trading opportunities in the media, they'll never show you exactly how to get rich from these opportunities. And again, that's where we make ourselves different. You very well may speak to me or someone from my team who can get to me on the telephone, and we can talk shop until the cows come home, and you will see that we are ready to impart our knowledge to the members of our club. Now, you want me to tell you how you can get rich from this? Well, let's take a little rest and think about the information that we've already received.